it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
From the 33, here's second down and 7.
Second and 7.
And we'll get this one up to about the 39 here. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 5.
Robinson will try to pick it up. He'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He's going to try and take off with it. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now a handoff up the middle. Talent. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. The Bengals offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Mims in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep. Going to give to Robinson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there here this afternoon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England trying to get a place on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tally. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Tally. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Barnett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level.
The kick is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
The 27-yard line.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. These two teams all tied after 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the left side, it's McDonald. this, a 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Patriots offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Behind the line. The Patriots send out their punter. As he'll... Oh, they're on him too quickly back there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Talent. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and...
From the gun on 3rd down. Barnett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The Patriots send out their punter. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Taking it about the 36. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now a handoff to start it off. Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Robinson up the middle. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
It's a pickup of 6.
On the ball, Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go and try to put some pressure on the defense.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Barnett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. And that is incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McDonald. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
the Patriots take over first.
Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Talley. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And the Patriots first down. A gain of 15. And the Patriot first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is
on both sides. But sometimes the pressure's a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll drop to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's McDonald. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any faults of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, You would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
From the gun on third down, Barnett. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Barnett.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Barnett. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State. And Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our swing around the NFL.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Talley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Talley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
At the 16-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal.
Off the play fake. Barnett. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Barnett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10.
On the counter, this is Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Robinson with another carry.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Second and 11.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
Smith. A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
So this game season, we talk about that, but this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Where the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Now second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Third and 4.
Back to throw. Barnett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 27-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up third and
on third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Take it at the 37. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
Off play action. Barnett. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
3rd down and 13.
Looking to throw. Barnett. And he's got it. Complete to Fowler. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this swing lead.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
They'll set up a throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it in 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Bengals 1st down.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Robinson. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They run up the gut with Kelly. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Able to slither by.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Patriots offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
A give running right is Armstead. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. From the gun on 3rd down, Barnett. And incomplete on the deep ball. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Looking to put a drive together.
Turnover on downs.
They go play action here on 1st down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. It's a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
New England's offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
To number 25. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, they go with Armstead. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Back to throw. Barnett. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Recovered by the Bengals.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete. Right side to McDonald. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Game in hand, the offense. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,